Steve, watch out for the wires.
Good morning. Welcome to the Summertree subdivision in northwest Pasco County. Another perfect Chamber of Commerce December morning. Wouldn't you agree? It's a perfect day out today. I thought it'd be a little cold when it was 47 degrees, but it's going to warm up to about 75 this afternoon. I'd especially like to thank the residents, many in red shirts out here from Summertree, for being our gracious hosts and allowing us to gather here this morning. Thank you very much. Would you please stand and toward our flag for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go ahead, have a seat. Thank you. This is the official ribbon cutting for the Summertree Potable Water Interconnect project. We will also have a ceremonial valve turning to signify the starts of the water going into the Pasco County Utilities into the Summertree subdivision. I've never been part of an official valve turning, so that's going to take place over here, so that'll be exciting to see actually take place. Before we start with our speakers, I'd like to recognize some very special guests in the audience, many of whom are responsible for what we're here to celebrate today. Pasco County Commissioner Jack Mariano to my right, he'll be speaking here shortly. State Senator Wilton Simpson. Representing House Speaker Richard Corcoran, Doris Graumann, Legislative Assistant. Doris, thank you for being here. Representing the Summertree Water Alliance, Anne Marie Ryan. Where is Anne? There. Assistant County Administrator for Utilities Services, Flip Mellinger, right here. County Administrator Michelle Baker. Ralph Lair, Government Affairs Officer, is in the audience. Senator Mike Fasano, Pasco County Tax Collector in the back. Senator Fasano, thank you, sir. Mike Carbala, Engineering Director for Utility Services Incorporated, helped out with this event. Thank you, Mike. I also want to recognize the Summertree Water Alliance Task Force and Association members, many are in the red shirts here today. Also, give yourselves a round of applause, everyone. Really, without your persistence, we wouldn't be here today. Nathan Yeomans, he's with Shear Development of Central Florida. He's the one, I'm told, who installed the blue valve and piping you see right behind us. So if you could give them a round of applause. He said he couldn't make it here today, but they're great to work with. Project Manager Ibsen Ortiz couldn't be here, but please give him a round of applause for making this possible. And the inspector on the job, he was here bright and early when I was here, Charles Quarry. Please give him a round of applause for his inspection of the project. We'll go ahead and start with our first remarks. Pasco County Commissioner Jack Mariano.
Well, good morning, everybody. What a wonderful day in Pasco County. The blue diamond, as Anne Marie calls it, has been turned, and it's going to be clean water for all the residents of Summertree, which is about time, right? I want to tell you, 12 years ago, 13 years ago, when I first was going to run for county commission, one of the biggest issues I had was these private water utility companies that weren't giving clean water at good prices or even good service. And I want to just reach out to Senator, Tax Collector Mike Fasano. He did a phenomenal job helping me when we said we were going to go work on getting clean water for all the residents of Pasco County. So I want to acknowledge him for that. And I'm going to apologize to him publicly because he should have been on this list of speakers that are here today. When you guys had your meeting that kind of like got this whole thing started, he was at the forefront of this whole thing for you, if you don't remember. So I just want to reach out to him because I want him to know how much he's appreciated in helping the citizens of Pasco County get better water. So thank you very much, sir. We've tried to prod him up here to speak, but he may not do that today. Maybe he changed his mind a little bit. No, he's not coming. All right. Anyway, I just want you to know he's done a great job for us every step of the way. This is a great day. Many years ago, when this utility was up for service, the county actually didn't take it over. Private utility got it, and they did a study to figure out They couldn't actually do the sewer treatment, so they brought it in the county. We hooked it up. I will tell you that looking back to this day, what we should have done was we should have taken it over. We should have taken the water directly and started pumping in right away. I want to see that we actually work on this continually. I want to congratulate you on what you've accomplished, though, today. This is a phenomenal achievement, getting this county water hooked up. And our legislators, Senator Simpson, Representative Corcoran, leading the way to actually fund this to save you guys about $2 million to get all this done. So let's give them a round for what they've done for you every step of the way. That milestone cut your rates down, and we made sure the county took care of it to make sure that Utilities Inc. didn't get a profit on that and could mark it up on top of that for you, which is why we had to do it the way we did it. So our utility staff, Flip Mellinger, Mike Carbello, they have done a phenomenal job looking at this issue, helping you every step of the way, finding a way to keep the cost down for you guys. And Michelle Baker as well, I salute you all for helping the residents here get this done, because it's a big accomplishment for us. Now, I've seen a lot of utility things. We've gone and fight to Tallahassee on different utilities. I want to congratulate you guys on what you have accomplished here today, because to get to this point, it took not only going to Tallahassee, but it took doing the right things. Anne Marie Ryan, the whole task force here, I'm just so proud to say that you guys were coachable, you listened, you acted, and I tell you, when it came to getting people united, you filled up the room we needed to fill up the room, you got the information out there, and you very intelligently dissected what needed to be done, what needed to be attacked to get to this point. So as far as Anne Marie Ryan and the whole water task force team, I tell you, they did a phenomenal job every step of the way to get this to happen. So let's give them all a round of applause too. I have never seen a community come together like you guys did to make this all happen. So with that said, we've got a whole bunch of other speakers that are coming, and Senator Simpson, you're up next, but let's get another round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. All of us serve in various capacities. About 4 years ago, I met Anne Marie and her husband and a couple of other citizens from Summertree at a meeting at the park, one of the parks here in Land O'Lakes, and I was going there, and they had mentioned to me that did I know we had a water problem here, and I had been reading in the papers. I was elected 4 years ago, just for the way the chronological order of this. And I said, yes, and we're going to do something about that. I don't know exactly how we can put this bill together, but we're going to try to make it to where this is not possible any longer. And so through 4 years, we passed several pieces of legislation that was, I hope, helpful in bringing this remedy. And I have to give a lot of credit. You know, having a future Speaker Corcoran in the mix did not hurt things as we were passing those bills and seeking funding for these kind of projects. He did a great job shepherding this through the House and making sure that we had the resources here from the state level to bring this together. And just for the record today, I did wear blue. I didn't know we had a blue diamond. I thought I was, you know, but I matched the blue diamond today. And so, but all of us serve at different capacities. For the last 4 years, one of the goals that I have enjoyed serving for, one of the goals that we had, and we fought this in many battles, was to have this water connection done. Because what we know today is we have clean water in these houses, right? How many meetings have we been to where we see the water, the nasty water? And I hope it's somewhat more affordable because of those meetings. And I hope it's, we're all going to enjoy Christmas, right? Early Christmas present. And so it's been an honor to serve you here in this effort. I'm very proud of this community. And y'all have worked tirelessly. And, you know, I have to give credit to, in my staff, Rachel Rogers in Tallahassee, my chief of staff, worked very hard helping coordinate all of these things. So she is in Tallahassee now, so I get to get up and take some credit for it, but she deserves a big part of this credit. And before me, you obviously had Senator Fasano that worked very hard on these issues. Jack Mariano must have called me 100 times. I think even before I was elected, and talking about Summertree and the bus trips that we were going to take and how are we going to fund the bus trips and all the things that went into Jack's work to help make this project successful. And the county has worked very well with us to pull this off. So don't underestimate any one of those pieces, co-equal important pieces to make sure this project has happened. And, again, I'm very proud that we have good, clean water here today, and thank y'all for inviting me out. And who's the next speaker? Do I? You go ahead. Sure. Thank you for having me here.
House Speaker Richard Corcoran is a little busy in Tallahassee about this time, but on his behalf, would you please welcome Doris Graumann, Legislative Assistant. Apparently I didn't tell her.
Wow. Goodness gracious, I haven't spoken in front of people since high school. Well, I know for a fact that Speaker Corcoran and his legislative aide, Jared Oakes, worked very, very hard on this project, and with the help of Anne Marie. And I am so proud to be here today on behalf of Speaker Corcoran. I really don't know what else to say, except I'm very, very happy for all of you that you have clean water. I can't imagine what it's like to turn on the faucet and have dirty water. I just can't imagine that. So I am very, very happy for all of you who will be able to experience what a wonderful Christmas present this is for all of you. So congratulations, and thank you to all who has worked really, really hard on this project.
I was watching the county commission meeting when the commissioner said that he would like to have a ribbon cutting in about a week. So we did put this event together in about 7 to 8 days. So hopefully you enjoy the fact that we're all here today celebrating this event. And one of the persons responsible for making this Christmas present happen is Assistant County Administrator for Utility Services, Flip Mellinger.
Thank you all very much. I've had a number of people thank me for getting this done by Christmas. I did say that we'd have clean water by Christmas, but it certainly wasn't me that made this happen. It goes back way before I even started with the county. My predecessor did a lot of work to get the impact fees reduced. You did a lot of work by separating your irrigation system from the potable water system. The efforts there helped make this happen. Then obviously the legislative support to get the funding, and my engineering staff getting the design done, getting the permitting completed, sheer construction, getting a short order project completed so that we could meet that before Christmas deadline. So many thanks to everybody, and I'm glad that you've got clean water. Thanks.
And last but not least, representing the Summertree Water Alliance, you know her very well. Would you please welcome Anne Marie Ryan.
Well, hello, everybody. All I can say is we are very blessed to have had all the assistance and help from our legislators. I'd like to thank once again Senator Wilton Simpson, and House Speaker Representative Corcoran and Doris for taking the time to make a speech as well. I'd also like to thank Flip Mellinger, and last but not least, I'd like Mike Fasano just to come up for one moment, please. Come on, Mike. I really need you to come, Mike. It's really important. I think you remember years ago in 2006, I went to a meeting, and my husband and I showed up with one gentleman from Point West. And PSC said, "Are you going to speak?" And I said, "Well, isn't there a meeting?" She said, "If you're not going to speak, we're leaving." So we decided to stay. And from that moment on, they said that they would give us the Office of Public Counsel. We didn't know what to do. So we came back, and we put a sandwich sign in the median and said, $, Utilities, Inc., help. And we had over 400 people show up. But to get the encouragement we needed through the crowd came Mike Fasano. Come here, Mike.
Bless you.
Mike has been our guardian angel. He stood beside us. He gave us the momentum. He kept coming back and giving us the courage to not quit. He kept saying, "Don't quit." And so this community has done remarkable things. And it all started with Mike. He's been there every step of the way for the past 10 years. And then to have us Jack Mariano and Senator Simpson and Richard Corcoran, we are really fortunate. We've done the impossible. That little diamond over there would have cost us $2.5 million between the county and the state. They put in $1.25 million, and we didn't have to pay for that. So let's have a round of applause for our state and local government. I also wanted to bring a point to Flip Mellinger. Flip Mellinger came with us to Tallahassee with Joe Richards, and he fought for us like we were his family in front of the PSC, and he helped turn this thing around because Utilities Inc. said we'd have pipes in the ground but no water. They were holding us hostage and refused to turn the water on. So that letter that you got from from John Hoy, reality. So the letter that you got from John Hoy taking credit for all of this, I'd like to give credit to this wonderful, devoted community. You stood by us and you helped our legislators, and thank you all for a dream come true for this whole community. And I want to say, everybody, I hope you realize just how hard our task force and associate members worked. They put in hundreds and hundreds of hours. So a round of applause for our team.
Please give another round of applause to Anne Marie Ryan. Very nicely put. Anne, good job. Congratulations. I said this will be a short ceremony, so we're going to continue with the ribbon cutting right now. Would all the speakers go ahead and start? And then I would also like Senator Fasano and all the people from Pasco County Government as well, the county administrator, assistant county administrator, and then task force members who can kind of gather around. All right, 1, 2, 3, cut the ribbon. Don't go away. We're going to have the official valve turning now. Everyone gather right behind the valve. Would Jack Mariano, Anne Marie Ryan, Senator Simpson do the honors of turning the valve? Water into Summertree. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Very good. Thank you for joining us this morning.